Okay, so for this demo, we're going to talk about how to paint a sculpture in a new program called ZBrush. So when ZBrush opens, you're going to have a menu that drops down right here, and you're going to want to hit the button that says Hide. It'll be up in the right-hand corner here. Mine's already closed down. But what we're going to do next is we're going to import our OBJ file, which you should have done in Sculptris. You can make a project in this in ZBrush and then paint it, but we're going to need to import ours. So we're going to go to import and then go ahead and find our OBJ object. So here it is, .obj. I'm going to hit open. You're going to see it's going to pop up over here in your tools. Okay, now you do need to follow these steps very closely. Otherwise, you could have some problems. You might have to restart the program. So we want to click on that tool and come out here. We're just going to click and drag to kind of create our sculpture and then release it. Okay. Next thing, we have to follow these steps very closely. We're going to turn on edit. All right. Once we're in edit mode, we're going to go over to the right side here. We're going to look for Polypaint. So you're going to open up Polypaint and you want to hit colorize. And that's going to allow us the option to paint. From there, we're going to do two more things. We're going to turn on RGB, which is going to allow us to paint. And then Z and Z sub are actually adding materials or taking away. So you can actually leave those on, but we want to turn them off because we don't want to affect our sculpture. So our sculpture at this point is pretty much ready to go, but if we paint on top of this, it would be kind of hard to see because it's like a darker red. So we want to go down to material, and I always change it to like chalk or a lighter color. And then from there, I'm ready to paint. So what I want to do then is I'm going to go select my color, and you can see it's whatever color I'm picking is kind of popping up on this right side here. I'm going to go out here, and you can already see that I'm able to paint, right? So I can, you can see my cursor out there. If I hold down spacebar, it's giving me some of the things like that are up here. So RGB intensity is the main one you would probably use with this. In addition to draw size, and then focal shift, you can see mess with that inner circle. So I'm going to go out here, and then I bump the RGB intensity down. So now I'm kind of able to airbrush this thing a little bit more. Now to turn my character, I can either click in the side, but I can't zoom in that way, or down on the side. I can also go move, scale, and then rotates also down there. And then you can hit frame and it'll frame it up for you. Okay, so a fairly easy idea. You can do some pretty cool things though with this. If you wanted to, you can get in and you can actually like paint some really like nice details. Like you can shrink your brush size down and get some very specific colors airbrushed into areas. You can go paint the eyes certain colors, give it spots if it needs it, and then you also have the option if you go to alpha over here to choose kind of like a brush to use. So I'll show you one that I like. We'll go with this one for now. We'll go a little bit darker and make my draw size a little bit bigger, hitting spacebar. And then what you're going to see is when I click and kind of drag, you see those spots kind of start appearing. So this is using my alpha, so I'm able to actually create almost like a textured pattern on there, but it's still like a paint. So it's really you're just choosing a brush. All right. And then from there, I would paint my whole sculpture, make sure it's all good to go. And then what I would do is I would save this as, and to my desktop, and I would call it, painted dragon test. Save. You could also export this as an OBJ file too if you wanted to. So that's it.